Tonight, from Cleveland, Ohio,
it's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, it's Deshaun Watson. He got his reps in a week ago. Over 400 yards through the air. It's the Browns and the Steelers under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, you should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Play action. It's Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5. Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Fields.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading the charge will be their quarterback. Always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Ball thrown downfield is taken in by his running back. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now we're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
This just a 24-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fields throw into the hands of Pickens.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now it's Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
Fields now to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
We look at this Browns defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. As they've got it as we resume action. To throw is Fields.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Boswell's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Harris.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. First target, first catch, and a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Short.
And a loose football.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Now it's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To throw is Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Watson now to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a... And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. The Bengals, hot to begin the year, as they run their record now to 3-0. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Watson. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields. A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Fields on 1st down.
A little juke, and this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and they will take a 7-point lead.
From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Watson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Operating from the gun, Watson.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Watson runs through the contact. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he takes this one in for the Browns score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
A York on now for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays, and Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Fields. And he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go to the bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go to the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Fields throwing again.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Fields.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point now by Boswell. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They begin this drive with Chubb. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
7 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Watson on first down.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they'll send Judy in motion left.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, here's Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? the better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Oh, good move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, it's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
What a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
To your point, it was a nice job knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down. Setting up the screen, Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their three timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Harris going to get it again on second down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
So for Pittsburgh, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.